behalf of the entire Kinetic team, we want to thank you for your understanding and patience as we restore and rebuild in the aftermath of Hurricane Helene. Every single one of us is rooting for you and your communities, and we remain committed to your communications needs. The loss of life, property, and infrastructure is devastating, and we offer our sincerest condolences to those affected. At Kinetic, our core mission is to help provide our customers with fast and reliable internet access. Hurricane Helene left an indelible mark across our communities in Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and Tennessee. And since the storm hit on the morning of September 26th, our crews have been at work 24/7 restoring our primary core network, as well as service to homes and small businesses across the Southeast. There are still many locations without power, and extensive damage and debris continue to impact parts of South Georgia and the mountains of North Carolina. As we navigate the immense destruction, safety remains a chief concern. We ask that everyone involved in debris removal exercise caution, as we are seeing new cuts to cables during the restoration phase that were not present immediately after the storm. And as always, call 811 before work begins. Now we'd like to take a few minutes and provide some insight into our network infrastructure that will better explain what is needed before services are completely restored. You can think of our network as a series of data transportation rings that gradually get smaller the closer they get to each individual customer. The largest rings, our backbone network and local transport rings, supply internet and voice access. Unfortunately, the eye of Helene followed this fiber route, so much of our initial effort was focused on restoring this critical piece of our network, because without it, there is no service. With our core backbone and local transport rings reestablished, our efforts are shifting to repairing the local exchanges that service your community. Because our cables share many of the utility poles that the power companies use, we must wait for them to complete their work before we can safely perform ours. As these smaller networks start coming back online, our technicians will begin coming out to individual homes and businesses to repair services if necessary. There are still a couple of issues driving the majority of the Hurricane Helene-related outages that we see. First, not only does your home need to have electricity, but so do the roadside cabinets that provide your community with internet access. Across the Southeast, many of these cabinets still do not have commercial power. So even if your home has power, the devices that provide your home with service may not. And in some instances, these boxes may be miles away from your community. Second, we need a physical connection between your home or business and our cable routes that lead back to these roadside cabinets. But don't worry. If the line that goes from your location to the pole at your street is down, or if the cable route on or around your street is down, there is a good chance that it's already in our queue for repair. We want to thank you for your continued patience as we work to restore service to your community. Our technicians and construction crews are working around the clock to help rebuild our network and restore service to you as quickly as possible. Together, we are committed to rebuilding our communities better than ever.